Welcome to the Alliance Connection, a podcast by the Greater Fort Dodge Growth Alliance. Each week, we bring you insights on business, economic development, and community growth in the Greater Fort Dodge region. Our focus is to drive progress, support local businesses, and enhance the quality of life in our area. Good morning. I am Astra with the Greater Fort Dodge Growth Alliance, and welcome to our podcast this morning. So, Katie, we have for the April Business Connection edition, we have a lot of really cool things for our community coming out in that. Tell me a little bit more, please.
Yeah, so the April Business Connection is going to feature our junior leadership team. And just kind of the activities that they do and awesome pictures taken by Jill Nelson. So
I love that. And you know what? That group's really cool because it's taking, first of all, last year we only did 20 children, and this year we are doing 40. And so doubling the group of Fort Dodge Senior High, these are juniors, and St. Edmond's juniors. And I can't wait to learn more about that. So that'll be cool. And we're going to talk to Jill about that and have her on. She runs the program. So that'll be cool.
Yeah.
And what else is in there? Is there Lindsay Lofesweiler from the county?
Yeah. So she's got a spread in there talking about what she does as the county recorder. And I just love her in pink. She looks so...
It's like her brand.
Every time I see her, I'm like, ah! She's like a little ray of sunshine.
It reminds me of like Elle Woods from Legally Blonde, like and I don't know, she probably gets that all the time, but I'm like, I love the pink. It's super cool.
Yes.
On brand. It's kind of like we rock the green, right? Kate, we're Growth Alliance green. And then I think anytime we do that too, I've got some folks that say, or St. Edmond's green. So, we love green. Green is growth.
Yes. Works for you. Your wardrobe probably just transitioned real nice.
It did. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
That's a great thought. So the issue is just jam-packed with so many exciting things happening in our region, which is amazing because we want growth and economic and community development. And it seems like every time I turn the corner, there's something happening, which is exciting. And I can't wait to learn more in the Business Connection. And there's been a lot of new social media things happening too, right? Force America, that was just a new one.
Yeah. We have their groundbreaking coming up April 24th.
Nice.
Yeah, I think that one's at 11 a.m.
Oh, and that's in the new Decker Development Industrial Park, which is fun to see that evolving.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I'm so excited for all the projects that could come over there.
Yes. Jefferson has been working his tail off.
I know. Knocking it out of the park.
Yep.
We kind of,
we're so lucky to have him.
I know. We need to have him on here sometime.
We totally do. I feel like he lives a very interesting life.
I agree.
With the music and all that stuff.
Economic development rock star for the Growth Alliance. One thing that's really cool to share is, we just got back from our local delegation to all of our federal reps. We went to Feenstra's office, to Grassley's office, to Joni Ernst's office. And we had our city and our county and our private, Iowa Central Community College and, so many other private industries out there, all of us advocating for this region and talking to those powers that be, if you will, about how we can advance the growth in our area in Iowa and, just continue to strengthen those relationships. So that is super cool. I'm sure that you guys all saw the pictures from the monocle and some of our photos that you saw on our social media. So it's great to do that, but I think that goes a long way whenever you need to pick up the phone and then call that face at EPA or Department of Transportation or just so many different entities within our federal government that there's a lot of things that we do a lot of things with those partners too. And a lot of times, for instance, on Fifth Avenue, we've got Nestle's expansion and that turn lane so that we can be prepared for all of the incoming truck traffic from their expansion, which is amazing, $100 million expansion. We are partnering with the DOT on a RISE grant. And so it's like, we need to make sure that we are strengthening those relationships to make sure if there's any hiccup, we've got, a face with a name and built a relationship to just smooth those over and make sure that we are putting our best foot forward for our industry that's making the investment here and in turn making our communities a wonderful place to live and do business and raise our families and go on the trails and just all the things, right?
I'm so excited for the trails.
I'm just excited for some nice weather. I mean, yay, it's been a lot more sunny lately, and I'm enjoying that. So today is an exciting day because we have our emerging leader with us in the room. Hi, Kate.
Hi, Astra. Hi, Katy.
Hi.
So first of all, if you haven't seen this issue of Business Connection, you are on here with a lot of other winners as the first emerging leader for the Growth Alliance. That is awesome. Tell us, I guess that evening with 400 of your closest friends, tell me, I know that, I was up there like talking about this amazing leader, you, and at what point were you like, wait a second, this is me. Oh my goodness. Like, when did you know that it was you?
Well, I had a feeling when it was planning and zoning and then the Judicial Nomination Commission, I knew.
Oh my gosh.
So I just looked at Leo and looked back at you and staring at Jill and
and you're like, oh my gosh, what a whirlwind.
yes.
So that is, gosh, when I think about all the things that you are involved in, I guess let's just start there. Tell us a little bit about all the things that you're involved in, because many people there was stuff I didn't even know, like the Judicial Committee. Tell me a little bit about that, Kate.
So yes, lots with my work.
Okay. And what do you do? You're at St. Edmond's.
Yes, Director of Operations and Finance for St. Edmond Catholic School and Holy Trinity Parish, and Finance Committee, enrollment.
Oh my gosh.
Bunch of fun stuff.
Yes.
And then personally, I'm on the Planning and Zoning Commission for Fort Dodge, and then the Judicial Nomination Commission for District 2B.
Okay.
So 6-year term. I think I'm 2 in.
And that's a governor appointed position.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. So what do you have to do for that?
Well, we meet when a judge is going to retire, and we interview all of these candidates. It takes about a day. It ranges from 6 to about 10.
Wow.
And then we decide on 2 through a voting process, and those 2 go to the governor's office, and she makes her decision.
Wow.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing that?
2 years. So.
Wow. Okay.
Yep.
That is awesome. Wow. You do so much. And then also with being an emerging leader, you're also an ambassador. You volunteer on the finance committee with the Growth Alliance. I mean, tell us a little bit about that, because you used to be.
Rumor has it you worked at the Growth Alliance.
Oh, I did. I started in
tell us about that.
February 2013. New to Fort Dodge. I moved here in September of 2012.
Okay, so hold on. Wait a second. You're not from Fort Dodge?
I'm not.
Okay, we have to back up. Tell me a little bit about this, because I'm also not from Fort Dodge, so I always want to hear people's stories.
Either. I'm also not from Fort Dodge.
How they got here. So tell us.
I'm from Kentucky. I've lost my accent. At least I feel so.
Oh my gosh. So how did you, Kentucky to Iowa.
Yes. So, there's always a boy involved.
There is always I have a daughter in college. There's always a boy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Huh.
So did a little bit of long distance. I ended up making the move. And 2 years later, we're married. 10 years later, we have 4 kids.
Oh my gosh.
So.
And the cutest kids ever. Tell me, how old are your kiddos?
Oh, goodness. We have 9, 6, 4, and 2.
Wow.
Yeah.
My gosh. You juggle a lot, and being such an amazing leader, and you work full time, and you are a mother, and you're so involved in the community. And I think that's one of the things that I thought was so amazing from reading like your bio and just all this stuff, learning about the things that you do. Hey guys, thanks so much for listening to the Alliance Connection podcast. Stick around as we hear a quick word from our sponsor.
Collaborate with Buena Vista University's Strategic Partnerships Initiative to offer education benefits to complement your current employee benefits package at no cost to your organization. Employees and eligible family members of partnering organizations receive up to 30% tuition discount for our online undergraduate programs and our Master's in Organizational Leadership program. Join more than 190 businesses and schools that have partnered with BVU to help employees and their families achieve their educational goals.
I just think that if people people have dreams that they're thinking that they won't ever be able to achieve, don't settle for that. Look out there, because there are programs like this at BV that make your dreams become a reality.
Tell me a little bit about all the things that you do that really spark that emerging leader stuff. So a little bit about some of the things that, about yourself, things that you're into.
So starting back in 2013, being new, starting at the Growth Alliance was probably the best thing that happened. Coming into the community, you get to meet all kinds of people,
nice
community leaders, business leaders, and then slowly got integrated into the Fort Dodge Young Professionals, more, I think, through the job, because it's an umbrella of the Growth Alliance. So treasurer, secretary, and then more volunteer items opportunities just kept coming.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And you just kept putting yourself out there. And then now look, you're like governor appointed and doing all these amazing things for our community and for St. Edmond's and the Growth Alliance and just, oh my gosh, impressive.
The Growth Alliance holds near and dear to my heart.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I love that. I still love that.
What position were you at the Growth Alliance?
I was the office manager, so formerly Dina and now Emily. So same position, new titles.
Yeah.
Maybe new roles for them too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Tell me a little bit about maybe what you're most passionate about.
Oh, my family.
Yeah.
My babies.
That's awesome. And you guys are involved in tons of community activities too, right? What are the kids involved in?
Oh gosh. Oh, the sports.
Yeah.
I'm trying really hard to stay out of dance and the traveling. The traveling sports. We did a little bit of dabbled in traveling basketball.
Okay.
It was okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Nice. Wow.
I'm not ready. It's too much.
Right. And it just keeps you guys going, keeps you super busy too.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Nice. And there's a lot of things that you volunteer and do with St. Edmond's too. There are activities and there's, I feel like there's a lot of committees and here you are leading a lot of these things, right?
Yeah. We've got literacy night coming up. The
What is
carnival.
that? What's literacy night? Just like a book fair or something?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Kind of. So we will have a book fair there set up in the gym, and then just encouraging reading in the younger grades.
Nice. I love that.
We just had ours in Humboldt, and they had a magic show, and Thatcher was obsessed.
Huh.
I don't know what magic has to do with reading, but it was great.
What do you think is the biggest opportunity for the Fort Dodge region and Webster County?
Oh, goodness. We've got a lot going on.
I know. It's crazy.
Yeah. We've got all kinds of new job opportunities, quality of life investments.
Yeah.
Yeah. The trails are amazing.
I love the trails. Are you guys huge users of the trails? Because we
Yes.
are.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I cannot tell you how excited I am when they put that trail in on North 22nd.
Oh, yes. That's awesome.
Yes.
I love that. With our region growing and evolving, what would you say to somebody who wants to be a leader? I mean, you have really, like you said, put yourself out there and been involved in so many things. And to really get that Emerging Leader Award, what would you say to somebody who wants to be more involved and to become a leader like you?
Start saying yes.
Start saying yes.
Yes, but know when to say no too.
Right.
And having that work-life balance. I think that's important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, how do you juggle 4 kids and all these different things?
I do it in the workday.
Nice.
So your family time is family time.
Family time is family time.
That's perfect.
Nice.
That's a good way to look at it.
And a little birdie told me too that you're like a 5 a.m. worker outer. Is that true?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
I pulled up my phone, my alarm goes off at 3:30. I don't get up. I don't get up at 3:30. I get up out of the bed at 4:15, on the treadmill at 4:30.
Wow.
So I can't wait till it warms up to get on the trails.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah. I got to be back at the house at 6, start making lunches and backpacks and water bottles and all that fun stuff.
Do all the stuff for the kiddos.
Yeah.
You're like Wonder Woman. I'm just
Quite
in
literally
awe. That is amazing,
Superwoman.
Kate.
Wow. Like, that's impressive.
Well,
I mean, no wonder. We are sitting here with the emerging leader of the year, right? Like,
Yeah,
no doubt.
Somebody get this girl an award.
So, yeah,
that's
exactly.
how I get my day started. I have to have a clear head. That is my me time. That is when I'm at my best. I would say I'm at my worst at night because I'm tired and I want to go to bed.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm not up past 9.
Absolutely
okay.
not. Especially with young kids. No.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about young professionals. Like, clearly that was a passion of yours. And as an emerging leader, that seems to be an important, pivotal part of your process. Tell us a little bit about your involvement.
So it was super great to have those in networking opportunities.
Yeah.
Getting to know the younger emerging leaders at that time on a more personal level, social level. So that was nice. And building those relationships there helped you have those relationships in the working environment.
So tell me a little bit about your journey, because I mean, you were at the Growth Alliance and, when it really started, right? Whenever everything started, and that's so awesome. And then your next transition was really being that leader at St. Edmond's and doing what you do now. So tell me a little bit about, I mean, that's a cool journey. What made you decide to leave the Growth Alliance and do something else?
Well, Cleat was in 4-year-old preschool at the time.
Okay.
And this position had opened up for probably the 3rd time.
Okay.
There was some transition periods in there. So I was like, 3rd time might be a charm.
Sure.
Maybe I'll throw my hat in the ring.
Right. Because you were like, I'm going to say yes and just try. I mean, you definitely are going to get a no if you don't try.
Yeah. I mean, why not?
Absolutely.
Yeah. The worst thing that's going to happen is no. It's not like I didn't like where I was at. I loved my job at the Growth Alliance. I loved the people I worked with. I was just ready for a new challenge.
Yeah.
So,
well, and that probably helps too with your kiddos, because you guys are very involved even personally with the church and stuff too, right?
So in kindergarten they start going to mass, so I would be able to go to mass with him.
Oh, wow.
Intangible benefits about being on the same campus. I get to go see him at lunch every day.
Oh, how fun! Really?
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah. Sneak it over in their classroom, take a peek. Message the nurse. You just. You build those relationships within the building, and then you've got eyes everywhere.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. I mean, and also too, your kids are like, we're not getting away with anything here, huh?
That's right. They're not.
If they're being ornery at all, mom's going to know.
Oh, and I sent one to the principal's office myself.
Oh, did you? Oh my gosh. I bet that's a story.
We need this story.
Okay. It was Connor, those second borns.
Oh, yes.
So, the teacher's like, he's not doing his work. I'm like, what do you mean he's not doing his work? Well, he says he does it, but he doesn't do it. And he doesn't want me to check it. I'm like, okay, so what's he doing? Go, well, he's putting it in his friend's desk and just hiding it.
Oh.
I'm like, okay.
Oh my.
Well, then we had the talk, and it progressed to throwing them in the trash can. So, that's when I grabbed the principal and sent him to the office. And she wasn't a fan because his little chin was quivering.
Oh my
She's like, my little buddy's mad at me.
Oh. and you're like, listen, I'm an emerging leader and I'm a mama over here for
Yes, we need to nip this in the bud.
Oh my gosh. I love that.
So
you're definitely a take charge action type of gal. And I love that about you. I mean, I'm just amazed at all the things that you do, Kate, truly.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Same.
Absolutely. Same. Is there anything that you would like to say to somebody who would like to be a leader like you someday?
Oh, get out of your comfort zone. Do stuff that's challenging, because if you're not challenged, you're not growing.
Thanks for listening, everyone. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. And all of our links are in the episode's description.
Awesome. I can smell these flowers sitting here. Becker Florist, thank you so much for being our flower sponsor. So lovely.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see it, but there's like a little gold detailing on the edge.
Oh my gosh.
It's so cute.
Awesome. We appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. Every connection strengthens our community, and every conversation sparks new opportunities. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Alliance Connection.
Follow the Greater Fort Dodge Growth Alliance online and on social media. Be sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode.
I'm Astra.
I'm Katy, and we'll see you next time.
This podcast is produced by Spin Market and Digital. Located in Fort Dodge, Iowa, Spin Market's highly skilled team can help you increase your market by updating your website, improving SEO, designing advertisements, and producing podcasts that will grab the attention of your market. Contact Spin Market today for all your digital marketing needs at digitalagent@spinmarket.com or call us at 515-302-8026. And to learn more, visit our website at www.spinmarket.com. That's digitalagent@spinmarket.com or 515-302-8026. Or visit our website at www.spinmarket.com.